I never thought I'd see the day, but Warner's finally releasing the long-awaited Cartoon Network shorts from the Cartoons program they started 5 years ago.
Cartoons.
This is a pretty big deal that could serve as a much-needed light at the end of the tunnel for Cartoon Network, as it seemed like their future hinged on streaming revivals and Adult Swim. Let's break it all down. It was announced that the Cartoons program would be revived all the way back in 2021, with the mission to mentor the next generation of animators. It felt like they were going all in on this program, hyping up these shorts and the talent behind them on social media. Then, nothing. Eventually, Cartoon Network and Warner just stopped talking about it, despite the artists who worked on these shorts confirming that they were finished. It seemed like the plan was just to have them shelved indefinitely, never seeing the light of day, with the artists having a private screening in spring 2024 as a last hurrah. They may never get released, but at least people got a chance to celebrate their hard work and see it completed on the big screen. Thankfully, things started to turn around when one short, The Animal, was premiered at Annecy 2024. There was also a dedicated panel at San Diego Comic-Con 2025 where they screened these shorts to con-goers, which got people thinking, if they're willing to promote these shorts and show them off at these events, then maybe all hope isn't lost. Maybe the powers that be had a change of heart, and there could actually be a future for the Cartoons program, for original ideas to thrive in animation again. Lo and behold, as of January 26, 2026, the Cartoons are officially being made available to the public, with shorts being posted to the Warner Bros. TV channel every Monday for the next 6 weeks. You may be asking, why the Warner Bros. TV channel instead of the Cartoon Network YouTube channel? And well, there could be a few factors. The Cartoon Network YouTube channel isn't what it used to be. It's faced massive drops in viewership, and has become mostly clips and live streams. They're kind of just in throwback mode because they have very little that's new. But I think the most important thing is that comments have been disabled on Cartoon Network's channel for years due to being marked as made for kids. But the comments are enabled on a Warner Bros. TV channel. The comments section being available evidently matters to Warner, and I think I know why. More on that in a bit.
What we do here is go back.
Need something to throw on while you draw, study, or sleep? Roundtable Rewind's got you covered. So why not take a stroll down memory lane and subscribe?
No one can tell me what to do.
See you there. Let's talk about the first short they released. A is for Angel. The concept for this is pretty dope. You ever been faced with a dilemma and have an angel and devil pop up on your shoulders? Have you ever wondered what the deal with them was? Like, who are they? Where did they come from? Well, A is for Angel answers that question, and instead of having them be an extension of one's subconscious, they're actual angels and devils who learn the ropes through a school, where they're trained to become the best angels and devils that they can be. Our protagonist, Clementine, is a devil who acts more like an angel. She's not that great at being a bad influence, and because of her nature, she gets picked on a lot by her classmates. But after finding herself on the angel side of the academy, she switches teams and ends up enrolling in their class.
I'm gonna be an angel!
Partnered up with a cynical angel named Ray, who seems as if she has the potential to be more like a devil than an angel. Huh? See what they're doing there? I really adore the concept of this show, but personally, I think it needs some fine-tuning. The character designs feel a little all over the place. It takes one look at the art style to figure out that they're pulling from various 2010s cartoons, but it's to the point where the designs kinda clash. I get wanting the devils and angels to look distinct from one another, but you got Ray looking like Fiona World Monochromacorn, and Teach over here is obviously giving Steven Universe. The background angels are giving Bee and Puppy Cat. All of those aforementioned art styles have little nuances that make them stick out from one another, so while some people may claim all those shows look the same, this short makes me feel like there's too many characters that look like they're from different shows. Again, it's a nice juxtaposition to have the devils and angels stick out from one another, but this is something else. It also feels a little tonally confused. It kind of reminds me a lot of Catching Up episode 1, where it felt like it didn't know if it wanted to be a kid show, a teen show, or an adult show. Not that there's anything too mature or risky here, but you have some 2010 early Adventure Time, early regular show energy, where some older characters are, for kids' TV standards, indulging in some light swearing.
I want to give you a chance.
And I suppose the fact that it pisses me off doesn't hurt.
This is also a show that's bound to get a little existential. And there's clearly a strong theme of carving out your own identity, so monologues are expected, but I think it got a little too lost in that sauce towards the end, as I feel like their interactions with humans should be insane. It should get chaotic and out of control fast. It's a Cartoon Network show, and I'd want a pilot to show just how absurd these situations can get, yet it's super low stakes here, which is fine. It's done so they can flesh out these characters more, but next time I want it to feel a little less, Nick Jr.-y. Again, it just creates this feeling of tonal inconsistency. But hey, I really do think there's a solid concept here, and I would love to see it become a full series and iron out these flaws. Honestly, I do think all the characters are likable enough, and people will clamor for a full series. And I know I gave a lot of critiques, but I really do like it. I really do think it's awesome. Those are just the things I think they need to iron out, and considering the purpose of this program, a little criticism never hurts. And I do think there's a chance for a full series to happen, which brings me to my big theory. These shorts are finally getting released because they're going to fulfill their original purpose, giving execs a chance to read the room and pick up full shows based off the success of these pilots, something Cartoon Network has done before. Just look at What a Cartoon that gave us Dexter, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, and Courage. And that became the Cartoon Show, which gave us Mike Lou and Og, Sheep in the Big City, Robot Jones, and Magus XLR. Hell, Billy and Mandy and Codename Kids Next Door became full-blown shows after their pilots won the Big Pick events in 2000 and 2001. That was good old democracy bringing this series to life, as viewers voted on what they wanted to see get a full run. The Electoral College might have screwed Kitty Bobo there. Infinity Train also went from a rejected pilot to getting greenlit after the pilot went viral online. Now the masses may finally have another chance to decide on a new generation of cartoons with these shorts. We all know Cartoon Network isn't what it used to be. They've lost people's attention, and the last generation of Cartoon Network originals we got in the early 2020s, before the revival era, had no motion whatsoever. They weren't appealing to most cartoon fans, kids, teens, or adults. Adult Swim's been holding down the fort when it comes to cultural relevancy, but it's been crickets when it comes to new shows on Cartoon Network proper that aren't imported or based off existing IP, which seems like a waste, right? Yeah, cable's sort of a wasteland, but the recent season of South Park shows it's not completely dead just yet, and Cartoon Network would probably be a little more alive if they offered new programming. We're also seeing the return of pilot season, with NBC ordering the most pilots since pre-COVID. It feels like all these companies are course correcting after going all in on streaming, and I think this is Warner Bros. Trying to give Cartoon Network its own modern pilot season. I suspect WB is hoping that they amass stellar viewership, and whatever's the most well-received, judging by views and comments, could very well receive a full season pickup. So it's important to share these shorts and get them in front of as many animation-loving eyes as possible. At the risk of annoying the old heads, I'd say it'd be wise to clip the moments you like onto Reels and TikTok on the off chance they go viral. Just be sure to include their name and where to watch them. It might sound like a dumb tactic that'll direct views away from the shorts, but one, with eroding attention spans, it's easier to get people hooked off bite-sized clips that are straight to the point, enticing them to check out the full thing. And two, I think YouTube's algorithm has gotten pretty good about pushing pilots, so there's a chance that if something generates enough buzz and gets people talking, the algo will pick up on it and push the shorts proper out to the masses. Fan art theories and discussions will also go a long way. When people see a rising community, they'll want to be a part of it. I'm excited for the future of Cartoon Network, and I can't wait to see all these pilots make their way out into the world. Maybe I'll rank them all once they're out. But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours. How do you feel about these shorts finally getting released? What do you think about A's for Angel? Go watch, then come back and let us know in the comments down below. And keep the conversation going over on Twitter and Instagram at AwestruckVox and at Roundtable Vids. If you enjoyed this video, please sure to like and subscribe to the Roundtable with notifications on so you never miss a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.